For arithmetic sequence, for today we have three problems, and we are going to use the most common formulas like S of n is equal to n over 2 times quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. And the other one is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. Now here, n will be the number of terms, and a sub 1 the first term, and a sub n the last term. And d will be the arithmetic difference. Now, for the first problem, we are asked to solve for the indicated sum of terms in the arithmetic sequence. So here we have s of 7 is equal to the bracket 0, 6, 12, and so on. So we are asked to find the sum of the terms up to the seventh term, no? And we're going to use this one, as I said earlier, no? So if we substitute all the values that are given, s of 7 is equal to 7, the seventh term here, indicated here, over 2, times a sub 1, the first term is equal to 0, plus a sub n. But since we don't know the value of a sub n, we are going to use the formula for finding the value of this one, no? The nth term. No? So a sub n, the value of the sequence on the seventh term is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times the arithmetic difference d. So a sub 7 as required is equal to 0, the first term, plus 7 minus 1 times the difference between this the sequence here, which is 6. No? So the 7 minus 1 is 6, times 6 is 36. So a sub 7 is equal to 36. All we have to do is just substitute this in this given formula here. No? A sub 7 is equal to 7 over 2. 0 plus a sub n, which is 36, is equal to, computing for the values of s of 7 is equal to 106. So this will be our answer for the first problem. So for the second problem, we are asked to find the sum of the even integers from 19 to 70. No? So again, we are going to use the two formulas. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the arithmetic difference d. And the other one is s is equal to n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. So we're given a sub n, which is given the 70, a sub 1 is equal to 20 because 19 is an odd number. And n, we don't know the value of n here, no? The number of terms, no? The number of even terms, no? And the difference between the terms is equal to 2, no? The difference between two even terms is equal to 2. So, substituting the values that are given, 70, the last term, is equal to the first term, 20, plus quantity n minus 1 times the arithmetic difference. No? So, subtracting 20 on both sides of the equation, 70 minus 20 is equal to 50, 20 minus 20 is equal to 0. What remains is n minus 1 times quantity 2, no? So, solving for solving for n, no? D is equal to 2, no? So, we divide both sides of the equation by 2. So, 50 divided by 2 and transpose negative 1 to the other side of the equation. We get here 50 over 2, which is 25 plus 1 is equal to 26. After getting the value of n here, we are going to substitute the value of n here to the formula n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. So, since we have computed for the value of n, which is 26, we just substitute 26 over 2, a sub 1 is equal to 20, a sub n is equal to 70. Computing, 26 over 2 is 13, 20 plus 70 is 90, 13 times 90 is 1170. So this will be our answer for our second problem. Going to the arithmetic sequence, the third problem. An object dropped from a height of 3,600 feet above the earth holds 16 feet during the first second, 48 feet during the second, and 80 feet during the third second, and so on. Find the time required for the object to reach the earth. So again, we just write first the given, 32, d is 32, no? Because the given here is 16 plus 32 is 48. So 80 divided minus 40 is 32. So the difference, the arithmetic difference is 32. And which is required is representing the time, no? Because you are asked to find the time required for the object to reach the earth. We don't know it. So we're going to use the formula S of n. S is equal to quantity n over 2 times quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. Since S is equal to 3,600 feet, no, the height, no, of the object from the height to the ground, no, which is 3,600, n over 2 times quantity 16 plus a sub n. So we multiply both sides of the equation by 2, we get 7,200 is equal to n, what remains in the other side of the equation is equal to n, that's quantity 16 plus a sub n. And we call it this one, our equation 1. So we need another equation because we don't know the value of n and a sub n, no? We also find the value of n, and also we don't know yet the value of a sub n, the last term, when the object reaches the earth. And we're going to use the formula for finding the last term, no? So a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times the arithmetic difference d, no? So a sub n, which is also unknown, is equal to 16 plus the quantity n minus 1, and the difference is 32. So we distribute 32 to the parentheses, we multiply 32 to the numbers inside the parentheses, so 16. So n minus n times 32 is 32n, negative 1 times 32 is negative 32. And adding 16 and negative 32, we get here 32n minus 16. So that's the value of our a sub n. Since we now have the two equations here, we can combine the two equations and solve for the unknowns, no? Substituting a sub n, the last term of equation 2, to equation 1. So equation 1 here, as we've said, is equal to 72 is equal to n times quantity 16 plus a sub n. So substituting the values of a sub n here. So n times the bracket 16 plus a sub n, which is 32n minus 16. So n is equal to 16 minus 16, it cancels out, no? So what remains is 32n. So n times 32n is equal to 32n squared. So 7,200 divided by 32 will be the value of n squared. So n squared is equal to 7,200 divided by 32, and we are going to get 225 using our calculator. So getting the roots, no, square root of both sides of the equation here, n will be equal to 15 seconds. No, our answer is 15 seconds. So that's it, no? That's how we're going to deal with arithmetic sequence, no? Using the two most common formulas, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1, and the other one is n sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. So thank you again for watching our video for today. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by Wilfredo Tan. And If ever you have any suggestions, please do send us your suggestions and comments. And don't forget also to click that uh, notification bell. So thank you and see you again later.